If 2024 hasn't been crazy enough with firms going out of business, just to spice things up at the end of 2024, we have a new firm that has gone out of business, but this time it is a futures prop firm. Yes, futures trading is getting more and more popular, and we're going to talk about that, but clearly something is going on the futures side of things, on the futures side of prop firms. That is right. I'm sure by now you have seen the news. Fast Track Funding, a relatively newish prop firm, but one that made a lot of noise very early on, has gone out of business. So in today's video, we're going to talk about what happened. We're going to talk about what it means for the industry moving forward. What's the lesson here? And make sure that you stick around until the end, because we're actually going to talk with a trader that got burned firsthand with this firm. A trader that signed up for one of their challenges, received a funded account, and then poof, all of a sudden, their account seems to be gone. So you're going to want to stick around for that. Okay, first things first, let's talk about what exactly happened. The statement that the company put out was, "Dear Fast Track Trading Community, it is with a heavy heart that I share the news that Fast Track Funding has officially ceased operations. The decision was not made lightly, and it comes after many weeks of grappling with the challenges of disrupting an established industry." Disrupting an established industry. Okay, yes, the prop firm and futures prop firm space is a new industry, but trying to disrupt it, interesting wording. In the short time we've been here, we've worked hard to make an impact, introducing affordable, instant-funded futures accounts and pushing major players to rethink their offerings. Now, clearly, if firms did rethink their offerings, probably not a good idea or a good move, because whatever they were offering was not sustainable. So if any futures firms are watching this, you probably don't want to copy whatever it is that Fast Track was offering, because clearly, well, it wasn't sustainable. This was a new frontier for all of us, and we're immensely proud of the mark we've made together. Leaving traders kind of without their accounts is maybe not something to be proud of, but okay. As a young growing company, we faced immense pressure while striving to bring change to a space that's been set in its ways for years. That's true. The prop firm industry is young, it's moving, and it's certainly trying to get away from what it used to be, which had a much higher barrier of entry. Unfortunately, these pressures ultimately proved more than we could manage, bringing us to this difficult point. We are deeply sorry to all who believed in us and joined us on this journey. For those with active accounts, we have set up a refunds inbox at refunds@fasttracktrading.net. We are committed to doing our very best to provide refunds as quickly and fairly as possible. So that wording's a little bit interesting. We're committed to doing our very best to provide refunds as quickly and fairly as possible. What does fairly mean? I think anybody that received an account, that purchased an account, that would be fair, but I'm not sure. The wording leaves it slightly open for interpretation. Please reach out to us. Thank you truly for your support, trust, and the time you've spent with us, yada yada. Okay, so CEO and founder Scott. Now Scott, I'm not going to get into Scott because I don't have as much knowledge as others do, but if you go on Twitter, you'll see that for many reasons Scott was controversial. Some people didn't like what he was doing, didn't like his rhetoric online, his professionalism. I have no idea in terms of specifics that I want to talk about in this video, but if you are interested, it seems like he was a controversial founder, CEO. So that is the legit statement that we received from the company itself. If we scroll out to Twitter, we can see some interesting tweets from other firms. So one from Marcus Adrian. Whoa, guys, the futures prop firm that offered instant funding called a Fast Track Funding got rug pulled. They were super big, doing millions in payouts each month. We're going to talk about those payouts. So this is a major thing. I heard rumors before, and I guess it wasn't sustainable, which, of course, I mentioned before. Obviously, it was not sustainable. Next one, last message in their Discord. There was a moderator in their Discord that said, disappointed the staff didn't at least warn us, lost faith in humanity. And then the third one, Fast Track Trading shutdown, good riddance. In my opinion, if you've lost funding or lost any pending payouts, let this be a lesson, which again, we're going to talk about. Stick to the big players in the game. These two prop firms have always paid me out with no issues, referring to Top Step and My Funded Futures. Top Step has been around for many, many years. Okay. Whew. There's a lot going on here. So I want to take a step back and I want to talk about payouts, because really the lesson here is why, once again, as I have always said, why would you join an unproven prop firm? Well, some people would argue that if you looked at the number, the volume of payouts that they were processing, that, well, they were legit. But that could potentially be up for interpretation. So I want us to take a look at Payout Junction. Payout Junction is a new website that is trying to bring transparency to payouts, but there's a strong caveat there. So what Payout Junction does is they pull the crypto wallet addresses from firms using RiseWorks. RiseWorks is like a deal. Many firms, including Lark, we offer RiseWorks as a payout option. So if you request a payout, you will receive an invitation to RiseWorks. We send the money to your RiseWorks account, and then they offer a variety of different withdrawal methods. So it's all crypto-based, which means you can track exactly what's going on. And here we have a screenshot showing that in the last 24 hours, this was a couple of weeks ago, Fast Track Funding was at the very top of the leaderboard. Total payouts in 24 hours, $572,000, over $500,000, which is totally insane. I mean, Funding Pips, Fivers has been around for years. These numbers are above them. So any trader at first glance would see this and say, oh, these guys are new, but they're totally legit. There's $500,000 in 24 hours of payouts. That's insane. And it is insane. However, there were rumors online that these payouts were just sending money from themselves to inflate their numbers. And I have been saying, even before I launched Lark Funding June 1st, 2022, that prop firms fake payouts. They do. And this could be an example. Who knows if that's actually what was happening, but there were rumors online that it was. I mean, the question is, how could such a new firm be processing that kind of volume of payouts so quickly? Well, that's something to consider. So if any of you are using Payout Junction or following Payout Junction, that's something that you need to keep in mind. While it shows the transactions that are taking place in these RiseWorks wallets, it doesn't say who the receiver is, and it very possibly could be the same company that's sending the money. So that is something that we need to keep in mind. While transparency is fantastic and the idea behind this is good, we need to really be skeptics, because if 2024 has taught us anything, it's that we need to be skeptical. Okay, so that is what I wanted to talk about in terms of payouts. Now, in terms of lesson and what it means moving forward, well, the lesson is the same. I truly believe that most things in life, especially trading, we need to be reminded more than we need to be taught. And once again, this is the same lesson that all of 2024 has taught us. Don't sign up for a new firm. Don't sign up for an unproven prop firm. Now, at Lark, I've always said we welcome competition. Competition makes everyone better. There's nothing wrong with new firms launching. It's good for the industry. It offers more options to traders. But a prop firm that launched in 2022, 2021, it was totally different than a firm launching today. And if you're watching this, you're probably thinking of taking a challenge. You work hard for your money, and there's nothing worse than spending your hard-earned money, passing a prop firm challenge, only to not receive the account, only for the firm to go out of business, only to not receive a refund. You spend your money, you spend your time, you spend your hard work, and you don't receive it. So the lesson here is one that I've repeated throughout the year, which is that you need to only join a firm that is proven, that has a 1+ year track record of processing payouts, is reliable, and also you don't want to join a firm that has challenges that are way easier than anybody else's, because it shows that it's not going to be sustainable. Don't take my word for it. Just look at the track record of the industry across this year. That is what it has shown us. Okay, so now in terms of the future of the prop firm space, the futures prop firm space, here's the deal. The futures prop firm space is a lot like the Forex, the CFD prop firm space in 2022. There are new firms launching almost every single week. And here's the deal. Both firms and traders think that the future space is going to be immune from the problems that the CFD space has and had, and that is not the case at all. I am here to tell you that they have similar issues. They're going to have similar issues: sustainability, trust, professionalism, you name it. Yes, it's another gold rush, but it's not going to be immune to the problems that we've seen throughout 2024. What does that mean? It means that you have to take the same lessons that we have learned this year and apply it to the futures prop firm space. That means only join the firms that are proven. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. Professionalism is needed. All of the things we look for of red flags and prop firms, we need to look in futures firms as well. So if you're thinking of jumping from one to the next or just adding one to your arsenal, that's totally fine. We don't do futures trading at Lark. I personally don't do futures trading, but we need to apply the same lessons, the same skepticism, and the same level of safety to futures trading and picking a prop firm in that space. So be very careful, but there are reliable firms out there, and those are the ones that you want to go for. Okay, so now as mentioned, this firm going out of business hits home a little bit more because editor Manuel, who has been the genius behind these videos, editing them day and night throughout this entire year, he signed up for this firm and unfortunately received a funded account, and then poof, all of a sudden they are out of business. So I want to jump over to Manuel. He's going to explain what happened to him and kind of what it means to have worked hard on this challenge only to not receive it.
Hi everyone, I am Manuel. I am the editor of Matt's channel. So yeah, well, I found out about fast track trading like about 6 months ago. I already traded for several years. I tried different firms. Well, I think that this year I had my strategy set up. I was very confident about my trading. So yeah, I started seeing like fast track trading was showing a lot of profit payouts in Twitter, in payout junction. Fast track trading was like top 1 for like 2-3 months, like sending millions and millions in payouts. And so yeah, I decided to register. The prices were good. I got a promo. I always hear, like as Matt says, like to be suspicious about the promos, about the cheap prices, because those kind of alerts show you that the firm is not going well. But as we saw, there was a lot of payouts going out, like literally millions and millions and millions of payouts going out. So basically I decided to trust them. At the end of October, things started to be a little bit strange. Some payouts weren't going out. They say that they were going to reschedule the payout system, something like that. That was, I think, lie. They were trying to gain some time. Also, they put a new promo like a few days before the rug pull. Like literally, when I saw that, I said, "Oh God, I'm in the rug pull." So yeah, I was trading a 150k account. I managed to get about 2k profits, which in my country, like it's some good money. So yeah, I was about to recover a lot of fees that I already traded in different evals, in different challenges where I failed basically. So it was an important moment for me. So yeah, you are going to see the order in the screen. You're going to see my account in the screen, and one day the Discord got closed. The web page, it says now that you can ask for a refund, but I sent an email. They paid like 10 or 12 or 20 refunds, but they didn't pay anymore. Apparently this is all not confirmed information, but you can see in Twitter, if you look for, you can see that they tracked the address, the Bitcoin address, and apparently, Scott, who is the CEO, has like 12 million in BTC, which he was going to use for the refunds, but they are not paying. So yeah, if you go into Twitter, you can find out that, again, apparently, they were auto-paying themselves and their family, like to show that they were doing a lot of payments. Again, apparently, they were buying cars, watches, as you saw in the video. Yeah, I mean, it's a really sad moment because now I'm taking it like more lightly, because they have gone through. But at the moment, like, you are struggling and trading, and oh man, I mean, everyone that's a trader knows that after years and years and years of struggling and struggling and struggling, like, getting your first payout, man, that is the moment. So yeah, I got drug pulled. I thought that I will never get drug pulled, but the time has come. So there is an email that you can search on in Twitter. I won't say it here, but it's like archive and an email where they're like gathering all the info in an email to make a big lawsuit. So I've sent the info there. Let's see if it goes. But yeah, I hope that at least I can get a refund. Because if not, it's like literally a lot of money and time wasted.
So there you have it. As you have seen across 2024, the lesson here is that we need to sign up and join reliable firms, not ones that are unsustainable. For all of the traders impacted by this, my heart goes out to you. I genuinely, truly hope that you receive a refund, you receive some form of compensation, because your hard work and your money need to be accounted for. If you made it this far, we appreciate it. And as always, we'll see you in the next one. Peace.